Hello dear students, good afternoon. Myself Rajesh Dadich, your mentor in English for class 12th from Shivjyoti Educational Group Kota. Let me extend my hearty wishes to you all on New Year. So wish you all very happy New Year, right? So today we are going to study your poetry section, means remaining two poems we are going to study, and they are, look, A Thing of Beauty, right? This poem was composed, this is a very beautiful poem and the name itself suggests a thing of beauty, right? So by John Keats. In the poem, the poet means John Keats, a nature poet, a romantic poet. Though he did not enjoy long life, but still, whatever the lifespan given to him by God, he really enjoyed. He really made it worth living, a meaningful span of life. He enjoyed, he proved. So, in short, we can say, quality of life is more important. Quality of life is more important than quantity of life. Right? In so many poems, through so many poems, life is always beautiful, provided we are positive. So, this we are going to learn in this poem. Have a look. In the poem, the poet John Keats tells us that many beautiful things present all around provide us with plenty of reasons to feel happy. Yeah. We all are surrounded by beautiful things, provided we have our natural eyes open to this beautiful nature, right? We should know how to admire the beauty of nature, otherwise everything is beautiful around us. This whole life itself is very beautiful, right? We should enjoy this life given to us. So the poet is saying we should feel plenty of happiness in this life while being surrounded by beautiful things, right? Because beauty is a heavenly tonic. Heavenly tonic means divine tonic, like is there. One who has got the draught of this heavenly drink, he can never remain in gloomy days, gloomy life. His life will always remain beautiful, full of happiness. A beautiful thing is eternal. Eternal means ever living, not coming to an end, right? Eternal, that never declines or fades. A beautiful life or life with beautiful things, life full of beautiful things can never come to an end, right? This physical structure, our physical body may come to an end, but the beautiful things, the beautiful deeds, the beauty of the deeds we have done will never grow old, and that will always remain alive, and they will remain as an example for the future generation to come to follow. That's why we say we are naturally reminded of our forefathers and ancestors who might have performed great deeds, and that's why they are still immortal. They are still alive in our minds, right? While using various imageries, the poet says that a beautiful thing resembles a shady shelter which gives us a comfortable sleep comprising of sweet dreams and relaxation, ultimately leading man to good health. Yes. If we have a look at beautiful things, if we make our life beautiful, worth living, meaningful, then we will be able to enjoy good health, and when our health is good, we will be enjoying good sleep. Or we may say in other way around, means good sleep is there, good health will be there. They both are complementary to each other, right? And when good sleep is there, we will be enjoying beautiful dreams while we are sleeping, and in this way, when we wake up just the next morning, we will wake up in positivity, with good mood. So many probabilities, positive probabilities will be waiting for us, right? According to the poet, the world has a lot of negativity. right? This whole world may be full of negativity and may be full of positivity. It all depends on us, right? It is the matter of approach, positive approach or negative approach, right? Negativity, hatred, greed. Hatred is there, greed is there, everybody is rushing for this and that. They do not have time to look at the nature, to admire the beauty of nature. But we cannot deny the fact that some people are there who really have this type of quality, means they really know how to admire the beauty of nature. They always remain happy because they are full of positivity in their life. So therefore, the cause of gloom and sadness is this negativity. The poet is saying, if you find any person full of gloom and sadness, if you find any sad person, just think that he has negative approach. So as soon as he shades off his negative approach, he will also remain happy. Okay? So one should remain positive in life and just see his life will be full of happiness. Moreover, one can fade these negative vibes away with the help of beautiful things. But the question is, how can we shade off this negativity that is giving birth to hatred and greed? And there is only one way out, and that is we should have a look at beautiful things. Means we should know, we should learn how to admire the beauty of nature, how to admire the qualities of good people. Good qualities of people we should know, we should learn how to admire. In this way, we will shade off this negativity, because we will be keeping company of good people, and when we are keeping company of good people, we will have no time to think of negative people or negativity, right? Beautiful things that surround us. This is because these beautiful things bring nothing but positivity. Nothing else is there, student. Everything is same, but it all depends on your approach. Positive approach you have got or negative approach is there, right? Suppose I talk about a tree. A person has got nothing to do with a tree. He says, yeah, this is a tree. Okay, fine. But for a poet, that tree holds too much. The poet says that beauty is certainly in the eyes of the one who beholds. Students, this line is very important. Beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. One meaning is, it all depends on the person, on the onlooker, what kind of approach he has got, right? And beauty lies in the eyes of beholder means, if we have positive approach, we can have beautiful things around us. Okay, students? This means one can see the beauty in anything with his perception. What I told you, it's all the matter of positive perception. What kind of perception, what kind of approach we have got. Okay, students? There are various animals around that make our world lively. So many animals, so many beautiful birds, beautiful animals are there, and they give us the positive vibes, positive energy they give, right? And some pretty flowers are there, like daffodils, like narcissus, lotus, roses, musk roses. So many sources of beautiful things are there in this world, but we are unaware of that. We should be aware of this beautiful world full of beautiful things, like daffodils enhance the liveliness and greenery of the world. All these are just the examples in the form of sources of beauty, natural sources of beauty. Okay, students? The flowing streams of water provide refreshment and cooling effect to us in the hot summer season. So these things give us cool shade, cool effect when we are in hot weather or hot surrounding, but still we can feel the cool beauty of all these things, of all these beautiful things, right? The forest have plenty of pretty musk rose flowers, very good and enchanting fragrance they give out. Such flowers are a beautiful sight to see, and eyes feel the delight due to them. Eyes also feel a soothing effect having a look at them. Right, students? All such things certainly are things of beauty. Okay, students? One must not forget the beautiful and inspiring stories of the brave soldiers. What I told you, our ancestors and forefathers might have performed good deeds. That's why we still remember them. We still miss them. We like them, the way they lived their lives, because they lived meaningful life. They set an example for us to follow. So the poet is saying we can also be great. We can also remain alive, we can also remain immortal for the generation, for the future generation to come, and in this way, looking at our good deeds, our meaningful life, they will also learn a lot from our lives in future. These brave soldiers risked and sacrificed their lives in order to protect others. So this great deed they performed, and we still remember them on Martyrs' Day, World Martyrs' Days, right? These beautiful things have a resemblance to the fountain of immortality bestowed upon us by God as a gift and a blessing. These beautiful things in the form of beautiful deeds have been used as the beautiful drink, divine drink given to us by God. God has given this drink of beautiful life, and in this way we can enjoy this life, and we can also remain alive by consuming this beautiful drink. Actually, I am not talking about ambrosia. I am not talking about any kind of amrita. No, actually I am just saying, if we keep performing good deeds full of positivity, our life will become immortal for the future generation to come. Right, students? They also help us in maintaining our faith in goodness. Life without these beautiful things, world certainly become very hard. If we make our life without these beautiful things, our life will become gloomy, and we won't get any interest in this life. We cannot derive any kind of interest in this life if we have no beautiful object, beautiful aims, beautiful objectives in our life, beautiful perception, approach in our life. Right? Life without these beautiful things may be like them, and these beautiful things like beautiful deeds, worthful deeds, right? A thing of beauty tells us the value of beautiful things that are all around us, and that one must cherish them. So in short, we can say one must keep performing beautiful deeds, keep performing meaningful deeds, so that our life may become beautifully immortal, and in this way, despite our death, our future generation will keep remembering us, will keep missing us, and they will also follow us, follow our life the way we have lived. So students, this poem is complete, and its title is very good, A Thing of Beauty, and the complete title is A Thing of Beauty is a Joy Forever. Means all beautiful things being like perennial river, ever flowing river, they keep on flowing, they keep on inspiring us all, and the poet has said that beautiful things never come to an end. I hope you have liked this poem. So students, now next poem is Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. Right? Here in this poem, the main character is Aunt Jennifer, around whom the whole stuff, the whole matter revolves. Right? We are talking about, this is just an example, we are talking about the plight of women, and especially married women. What kind of, I am not talking about all married women that they have life full of negativity, no, but we are discussing about married women whose life are not good, as they have been dreaming since their early childhood. Right, students? So, and the poetess is Adrienne Rich. In a very nice manner, she has picturized each and everything, and she has used the name Aunt Jennifer as the character, and her story, her life story, her married life story has been delineated. Right? In this way, the poetess has tried to throw a beam of light on the married life of some women whose life are not successful. Right? In the poem, a woman, Aunt Jennifer, expresses her deep feeling through her art. Embroidery. Embroidery is an art, and she gives vent to her negativity, means she is not happy. She does not have happy married life. So, she has frustration, she has negativity, she has a plight of life. So, she wants to give vent to all these negativities, all these frustration, all these things, her sad moments through this art, and through this art she is expressing her imagination, means her wish that she also wants to lead this kind of life as that of a tiger we can see in the piece of embroidery. Right? Embroidery is that art in which a piece of cloth is used with the panel. Right? She is prey of, means she is victim, target of male dominant society. She is saying that she is not happy, she could not enjoy happy married life because maybe in her in-laws, in the society of her in-laws, male dominance was there. That is why also there is no one with whom she can share her physical pain. She might have undergone some physical tortures also, atrocities also. She might have gone. So, all these agonies, her life is full of agonies. So, she is expressing her agonized life. Right? She embroiders a picture of beautiful tigers to describe her deep feelings. Tigers full of energy, confidence, elegance. Right? She also wants to live this kind of life. So, these tigers are the symbols of her imaginary life, are symbols of her imagination. These tigers are running fiercely in the green forest, means confidently, elegantly they are prancing, they are jumping, they are ready to jump as displayed in the embroidery. Further, she describes their beauty in comparison to a topaz. They look like that of a topaz. Topaz is a precious stone, students, named Pukhraj. Right, students? So, these tigers have been referred as the denizens of green forest. So, these green forest is their kingdom. Right, students? This green forest is their kingdom, and running fiercely in the green forest. Further, she describes their beauty in comparison to a topaz, as in the green background of the forest they appear bright yellow. Bright yellow is the color of this precious stone topaz. Okay, students? This is very valuable. So are the tigers also. Right? According to the poet, tigers are the proud and fearless citizens of the forest. Citizens of the forest means denizens of jungle. They are inhabitants of this jungle. These creatures are very elegant and shiny. Right? They are very confident, and with elegance they are moving about, they are making their movements in the jungle in an elegant way. And this kind of life, like that of a tiger, and Jennifer wants to live, wants to lead in her practical life. Unfortunately, she is devoid of these attributes of a good and happy married life. Company of men does not affect them, as they are fearless. They means tigers. These tigers have been shown, have been reflected in the image on the screen as fearless creatures of the jungle. Yeah, they are fearless. They are not at all afraid of any other living creature in the jungle. They are not at all bothering about the presence of anybody else, like human beings. So she is saying, just as the tigers are quite fearless, she also wants to live a fearless life. She is, in this poem, she has been described as too much afraid, scared of her husband, and maybe some heavy burden, heavy load of married life, married duties. After marriage, so many duties are to be performed, responsibilities are there, So maybe she is not able to cope up with, right? Company of men does not affect them as they are fearless. Aunt Jennifer is afraid of her husband. While doing embroidery, she says that her fingers shake with the fear of her husband. She is too much. Now, two reasons are there why her fingers are fluttering, why her fingers are shaking, and one reason is she is too much afraid of her husband, and second one is she has grown old, and because of that old age, she has lost all her strength, vigor, and that's why she is having this kind of fingers while embroidering something on the screen. Right, students? So, she finds that her fingers are shaking, means fluttering, because of maybe her husband and because of old age also, right? It becomes difficult for her to pull the needle up and down. Needle means ivory needle, we are talking about. Ivory means made of elephant tooth, right, students? So, that is very light in weight, but that despite that light weight, she is not able to use this needle up and down in a normal, in an ordinary way. As she has grown older, she has lost her strength, or maybe she is afraid anytime her husband may turn up and she would not be able to complete her embroidery, right, students? And defines her wedding ring which her husband give her on their wedding day, right? Her husband gives a wedding ring or bracelet, means these are some symbols of wedding life, right? These are some monuments of wedding life, or we can say that these things remind us of somebody being married, right? So, she has got this ring around her finger and bracelet around her wrist. So, in addition, she sees it as a kind of burden to wear this ring. She is not at all happy. So, you know, students, human nature is there. Whenever we do not like anybody, or whenever we are scared of somebody, all his good qualities also become negative for us. So, since Aunt Jennifer is not happy in her married life, so maybe she doesn't like her husband because she is afraid of him. Reasons, so many reasons may be there, but she doesn't seem to be happy. That's why she is saying that these things given to her by her husband also look like meaningless, a burden on her, right, students? Next, and she feels this because her husband tortures her. Why is she feeling these married things like wedding ring, wedding bracelet, a burden? Why does she feel? Because she thinks that her husband tortures her so much that she sees the wedding ring as a burden on her trembling fingers instead of a beautiful gift by her husband, right? It also means that the ring is linked with some bad experiences. Maybe her life is full of ordeals. Ordeals means a time phase of one's life full of maybe miseries or unhappy moments, right? So, in the form of torture that she has faced. Further, this experience relates to the dominating behavior of her husband. Generally, it is said that males are dominant by nature and females are subdued. But this is not applicable in all cases. But when it comes to this poem, Aunt Jennifer has been presented like this. In the last part, the poet says that though Aunt's design of tigers can easily sense her desire for freedom and fearlessness. In this poem, Aunt Jennifer is creating her tigers as if they are really fearless, confident, and they reflect her own wish like that of a tiger, right? She also wants to lead this kind of life like tigers, right? However, the poet says that it is not possible for her to achieve this freedom during her lifetime. Only after her death she will attain freedom. But this freedom will be physical freedom. But when it comes to mental freedom, in this poem we have learned that she will, despite her death, she will still feel the fear of her husband, right? Dominating impression of her husband when she may be resting in her grave, right? The irony here is that even then also she will be tied with chains in the form of a husband's wedding ring or wedding bracelet like this, right? This ring is the only proof of the pains that she had faced from a husband. Means she will be free from physical pains and tortures, but mental pains and tortures will still be with us, with her life, with her when she is in her grave, right students? On the contrary, the tigers made by Aunt Jennifer will always portray her desire for living a fearless life by jumping boldly and proudly on a piece of cloth. Here two contradictions are there. Aunt Jennifer will remain no more after her death, but the tigers created by her will always remain alive, and they will be symbolizing her life, a fearless life she wished she wanted to lead. She will be no more, but her tigers will remain alive forever on this piece of cloth in the form of embroidery, right students? Through Aunt Jennifer's tigers, the poet wants to represent the life of a woman who has to live under constant fear from her husband. A woman also, a married woman also has got the natural right to life. She also needs a life free of all these things. She also wants freedom, liberty, right? If we cannot say liberty, but at least freedom, she also needs. So here the poetess is saying, Adrienne Rich is saying that she wants to represent the life of a woman who has to live under constant fear from her husband. Also, she will only get freedom when she dies. So in this way, she will get her freedom when she is away from this life, but still in her grave she will remain fearful because of those wedding ring and wedding bracelet. She is too much. Physically she will be free from this fear, but mentally she has been presented as if she will keep feeling this fear, and her wishes in the form of these tigers will always remain alive. So dear students, I hope you might have got it, you might have got this poem. So with this, let me extend my best wishes for your board exams also. So see you some other day, some other time with different topic. Till then, have a nice time, stay home, stay blessed. Thank you.